What's up, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to the Yoga Fire Network. And right now, you are tuning into the Incredibles 2 review. And you got your boy, AG, Big Dude, equals Incredibles 2 review. Come on, man. Let's go. Yo, 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 yo. Thank you for tuning in to Yoga Fire Presents. We present the Incredibles 2 movie review. We're going to try to be spoiler free. And along with me, I got the guy who I first saw the original Incredibles with in Florida when it first came out in '04, Big Dude. What's up,
going
Big
on? Chilling, bro. Chilling.
Man, that's what's up. It's a pleasure to have you on, man. And we're going to do a small, little, quick, non-spoiler / spoiler review for The Incredibles 2. So first things first, I think we all were waiting on this movie for 14 years. But not really. I don't think people would have been mad if they never made another one because the first one is so beloved.
Please believe it. But I just wish that they really would have done it from the way that the movie ended. I'm like,
and that's one thing to start off with. They actually did what I think most of us assumed they would do. They started the movie off right where the first one left off. Literally.
right.
Literally where the first one left off. But that was a perfect pickup point.
Right. The nostalgia was instantaneous. It was right on point.
So for the reintroduction factor from Pixar, I have to give them an A on that. It was fantastic. I mean, they actually did a good job of introducing it to youngsters who maybe didn't see the original back then.
Right.
Introducing it to them and then still keeping favor with us who cherish the movie. I mean,
Because they started it out, they just took the clip off of the end of the first one and stuck that there. It was no work needed to be done.
Just rearranged it a little bit for the vantage point. Like, other than that, it was just a polished version of the way the first one ended. So you got to give them kudos to the way they introduced the characters. Edna or E, the way they introduced Violet, Dash, they were all back, same voices. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get straight to the point. Big Dude, what's your overall thought on The Incredibles 2? Did it live up to the hype that it had built?
Yes, I think it did. I just had the not issues, but it could have been more of a downside to it to end it off. They kind of had you in suspense, and then it was almost ending at that point. I felt like there was it a tester or not? So I'm like, because I didn't waited this long, and now I got to wait more because there is more to be had from what I saw.
Most definitely. I have to agree with you a little bit. I have to because I think the nostalgia factor was the main reason I like the movie. They actually captured the same vibe and feeling of the first one.
Right.
But it was kind of a rushed plot, or not even a rushed plot, but a predictable plot. Because me personally, I saw it coming a mile away. And that was maybe my biggest gripe with The Incredibles 2. That didn't hurt the movie for me, though. I still
right.
thought it was fantastic. But, it was just really predictable. You could see things. It's like, okay, this is about to happen. Oh, they're about to do this. Oh, yeah, it kind of followed some of the same beats from the first one. You know what I mean? It was like, oh, that's the same.
Right.
That's the same device.
Right. Your plotting mentality is coming together. We're just seeing a different person. I need attention, and I'm not getting it from the people that I want. So I'm gonna do this to get you to see me, and I want to rule the world. But I even the one thing I did notice about it, like you could see the subtleties in how the characters were, because like Dash, he was a little bit taller.
A little bit.
But if you notice, he had a little sculpt to him. He was getting a little...
He would get a little cock diesel.
Right.
A little Mr. Incredible-ish.
I was like, okay. And I forgot her name. Violet. Yeah. I'm like, she was breaking out of her shell, but she was still going through normal stuff for a teenage chick.
A young teenage girl. Most definitely. And I think that's maybe something we got to see more. Because in the first movie, you don't see them interact with each other knowing that they can use their powers the way they use them. Because they had the Superhero Registration Act or whatever it's called in The Incredibles. I don't want to talk about Civil War, but I think it's, whatever it's called.
But the clique was tight now.
Exactly.
I'm like, it was...
They were a tight family. They've been through some stuff. So it was like
the cog is chilling. I'm like, well greased.
Period. And the interaction between the family was
Right. Not to go to different type movies, but the way they had them set up, it was almost like the Infinity War is how they gave everybody their ample time to shine, and they got it all into the movie. So I was like, and they worked with tandem, like when Captain
Yes.
America would throw his shield and then Thor
Would
hit
hit
that
it.
bitch with the hammer. I'm like, they
Or
was
Iron Man
on
would
it.
shoot a repulsor ray off a Cap's shield. They
Right.
had a lot of moments like that in The Incredibles. They definitely
Right.
did. They had a lot of
Trying
team-
not to spoil it. That's why
So
I'm going in those metaphors.
I'm glad you did. They had a lot of moments where it was like, oh wow, you get to see the true capabilities of this family
Right.
when they actually get together and are on it. And like I said, like I've always said, I said this back in 2004. This movie was the Fantastic Four movie that we always deserved. Even then, because they never. I mean, we're not going to talk about the Fantastic Four
Right,
movies.
especially since we went on a whim. We were going to see it anyway, but it was just like, let's go check this out. And you come out with your mind blown. It's like, I can take 5, 6 more of these if you going to make them and have throw a couple of other segues of people in there. You could have made a dynasty out of that.
I mean, and you think about it.
It could have been like Pixar starting their own Marvel or some shit.
Now, I do believe that's because of the development team. They didn't want to make another one. Like Brad Bird, the director, he didn't want to do another one because you think about it.
This Christmas, I'm not gonna mess with the crispiness of what I.
He didn't want to even mess with it because how many Cars movies they have made?
Right.
Monsters Inc. movies. they done made.
Planes.
We should have been had Incredibles. I mean, it's easily, like I said, the most.
Wow, I didn't even think about
Dog,
that.
you done made all these other Pixar movies, Brave and Moana, all this stuff, bro. We should have been had 3 Incredibles movies easily, but that's okay though, and that's what makes the Incredibles 2 special. I get what dude's saying about some of the plot devices. I mean, it was kind of unsatisfying, sometimes, story wise, but. And they added a lot of new characters with powers now because they were trying to get.
I was just about to say that. I was like, it's crazy that I said what I just said because now when I'm looking back at it, it's like that can actually be kind of being set up.
Man, they had a lot of good.
I don't know if that's spoiler, but
I don't think it's spoiler because I mean, hey, they had a. If you think this is spoiler, cover your ears. Come back and listen later. Okay, but anyway, it's not spoiler territory because they had a lot of new characters with powers because they're trying to get superheroes to be legal again. So they had other heroes, new heroes that we hadn't seen in the Incredibles universe. And
they've just been showing dead ones when Kronos got to her. He just went on a rampage. He was like, do it to me. I'll show you.
Hey.
Won't I do it?
Oh,
Because, yeah, I can definitely see something.
Another one. And now that it's 2018, we easily could get another Incredibles movie. It won't be if they make another one, if they choose to make another one, it won't be 14 years later. It won't be that long again. It'll be quicker than that because Disney's trying to make that bread. I'm going to give this movie a rating real quick. Out of 10, I'm giving The Incredibles 2 8.8. I'm going to give it an 8.8. I think it was a solid film right up there with the first one. If not better, it's at least in the same class as the first one. I thought they did a great job bringing it back.
Right. But I'm just a little bit below that. I'm going with, say, an 8.1, 2-ish.
Okay.
But I'm like,
Let's stick with an 8.2.
Right. I'm like, but typically you can explain something to me that'll give me more insight. But it seems like we usually can go tit for tat with different insight that we seen a movie, but we kind of, it's like we're on a plateau together with how we
thinking.
Right. How we perceive this one.
Yeah, I mean, incredible.
No, but I like it because we always give different viewpoints that I would have never seen.
We see it differently. That's how everybody sees films different. That's why it's a million YouTube movie reviewers. I mean, and I'm not trying to compete with them. That's not why we do this. Seriously, we do it just to try to give you a fresh perspective from regular people's view who are not looking at it, trying to get some money. And
right, because I got to go to work in just a few hours, just to let you know.
Like the real people
doing this to enjoy.
We love films. We know films. So we talk about films, and that's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're going to keep doing these reviews. If we get 10 views, if we get 30, if we get 5,000 or a million, we're going to do it nonetheless. And
Gonna be the same way all day.
I just want to say thank you to Brad Bird, Disney, Pixar, Craig T. Nelson, Holly Hunter, Sam Jackson. I forget the cast name, the Violent Dash, but everybody who came back, they did a great job. I think they introduced themselves to a new generation for The Incredibles. And, with all the new superhero movies out now, it's a little different. Before, they were kind of in a class of their own because it wasn't that many superhero movies back then. So there you have it, The Incredibles 2 review, Yoga Fire Network. Once again, we appreciate all the support. Everybody who likes the videos, shares the videos. Make sure you keep sharing and liking and subscribe because, hey, why not? It's free. And I appreciate everybody who's supporting Yoga Fire Network, man. We're going to keep the content coming. More on the way, more music videos. And I got some new shows that I'm working on right now I'm about to give to y'all. Once again, Yoga Fire Network, peace.